Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to go ahead and go over the best structure resolutions for competitive, for whatever you want to do basically. Now we're going to go over quite a few. Now what we have right here is actually native. Now this is 1920 by 1080, the native structure resolution. Native being what pretty much everybody plays on default, right? Now this one is pretty good if you're like a content creator, whatever you are that you do, this one's pretty good for. Whether it be competitive, streamer, casual, this is good for everything. Now, there's a few more that give you a little bit better advantages, and I'll explain why when I show you them. Now, a lot of you guys will think stretch res is, it's kind of dumb, it makes the game look weird, it lowers your awareness, and that's only if you have an extremely like stretch resolution where you can barely see above the Fortnite character. That, yeah, will obviously cause awareness problems. But let's go ahead and jump right into the first resolution, and I'll tell you exactly what it is when we get there. In order to do the stretch resolution, you'll actually have to have the game closed, and not only closed, you'll have to have the NVIDIA control panel open with the game closed. You go down to change resolution, literally called change resolution, and you'll hit customize. Now I've had this one made for me before, so it might not let me make it again, but basically you open this, you leave everything the same. The only thing you're changing up here is what you want your resolution to be. So now we're going to start with 1720 by 1080. Now this is one a lot of people use, whether it be Asian Jeff. I think it might just be Asian Jeff. I know a lot of like some of my friends use it, but basically you change that there, you hit test, give it a second, hit yes, and then you hit okay. Now you got to find it here, 1720 by 1080. Here it is. Click that, click apply. Once you've clicked apply, if you have black bars, which I don't think you can see it in the recording, but I have bars on the side of my screen. Basically, the reason that is my monitor's stretched, right? So if you want to fix that, all you do is you go to this. All right, you go to adjust desktop size and position, and you click full screen, right? And then you click apply. Boom. Now your monitor will be completely stretched, and you hit yes. It'll say the resolution down here, the hertz you're on, and there you go. Now you close this. Now the thing is, if you open up Fortnite like this, it will not work. It'll just be Fortnite really small. It'll be back to native. So what you do is you click this, and you go here, and you search percent local at data percent sign, right? Enter. Now this will bring this up. You find Fortnite game, not too far down. Fortnite game. Go to saved, config, window client, game user settings. Click this. Go to properties, read only. Check off. Yes, you would uncheck read only. You hit apply. Okay. Open this. I've had read only unchecked for a while. This will bring up. Here we are. It'll bring up your game user settings. Now you scroll down pretty much to the bottom until you see the resolution. So I went too far. Here we are, 1920 by 1080. Now you change these to what you want your resolution to be. So 1720 by 1080. This, properties, read only, apply. Okay. Right, now you close all this and you go ahead and you launch Fortnite. Okay, now that we have completely loaded into the game, we are back into my creative map, which link will be in the description. And anybody that hits the best clip in this map and puts it in my Discord where it's supposed to be, there's a spot for it, I'll be giving the winner of the best clip $50. So, I mean, why not go ahead and enter into that? And this by far is what I believe is the best resolution for competitive. And if you go into the settings, I'm still in 1920 by 1080 and full screens, right? Works just fine. There's completely nothing wrong with this resolution. You can see above the character, and this is the resolution Asian Jeff uses. It makes everything wider, so it's easier to hit, so it helps you with aim, and not only that, it gives you a huge FPS boost as well. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to a few others that I recommend, and these ones are going to get a little bit more stretched. This one is the one that Asian Jeff and Peterbot use. Peterbot actually uses 1750, which is pretty much the same, right? It's just a little less stretched, but they're around the exact same, so you probably won't even notice the difference. So 1720 is probably the way to go, so I recommend giving this a shot if you're trying to switch to stretch res for competitive. Moving on, we're going to go into a different resolution, and I'll see you guys when we got it changed. Okay, so we've loaded back into the map, and we're actually now on 1650. Now, this is pretty stretched, but this is about as stretched as I would go for a resolution for competitive, and I'll tell you why. So eventually it's going to get too stretched. We're supposed to get stretched. Yeah, your aim's going to be cracked. You're going to hit every shot, but your awareness is going to be out of the window. So, awareness meaning you're sitting here and you can't see anything. Like, you won't know if somebody's coming behind you. You can't see, like, it's just hard to explain. It's just really hard to see anything. if you go any more stretch than this. 1650 is about as stretched as I would go for competitive and just trying to get better at the game. I do know a few people that play 1650, but I would just personally, I would never touch 1650. I used to play 1750, and that was what I used a lot of, and that's the one I liked a lot too. You know, I liked that until I kind of just went back to native, you know, and I kind of started messing around with that. But yeah, 1650 is also very good. So I've done showed you how to do it, gave you some, you know, a little tips on like how to change it, you know, everything like that, to put your stuff on full screen and everything like that. And yeah, go ahead and give it a shot for yourself. I highly recommend trying 1720 or 1750. Personally, I wouldn't go past that. Also, I recommend trying out my map. It is completely zero delay and it's free to play. So yeah, I highly recommend you go ahead and give these a shot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.